day 15 of the 29-day live video challenge. I'm Natalie Sisson, and in yesterday's video I talked about the importance of taking time out throughout your day, throughout your week, to actually energize you for the work that you want to do in the world. It's just super important, so check out day 14, which happened to be Valentine's Day. And today I want to talk to you about the power of habits, and I'm holding up a book right now because this is the Clear Habit Journal by James Clear, and I've been using it to put in habits that I would like to form and then tracking them. Hello! Got some live people here, which is awesome. There's much more to this Clear Habit Journal than meets the eye. Let me show you, just one moment, just figuring some stuff out. So inside, it's pretty cool actually. James has done an amazing job. You can write one line per day, which is about keeping a little daily journal with a daily prompt. So if you're a real minimalist, one line per day is totally doable. You can have a notebook, so you could sort of put in your tasks and things and use a grid if you'd like to do that. And you can also journal. And then there's the habit tracker, which is the only thing I'm using in here right now for good reason, because I have a journal elsewhere and I have my life pilot system that I use. But I wanted to show you, essentially it's just looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. Literally a grid with the dates across the top. And all I've been doing is putting in habits that I want to form. Probably for January I went a little bit nuts, but what I wanted to show you is I set, how many did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11, probably a little bit too much, but you basically put a cross on each day where you've actually managed to tick that off. And what I found really fascinating and useful about this, and I've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, I'll link to it below in the description. Fantastic book for forming little habits every single day and turning up consistently and actually turning them into habits that you have every day and then even into a ritual. So an example of this would be that currently I wake up in the morning, I go and do yoga, I follow that with meditation and then journaling, then I have my lemon water, take my supplements. So that's an example of a ritual that I am forming, and I'm doing that through tracking it as a habit. And what fascinated me about this is how many times I was actually hitting these things every single day, because at night I would come and tick it off or cross it off. It's almost like this little, yeah, I did that today, I completed that, check, tick, cross, awesome. And then there were some that I just kept missing. For example, taking my daily greens, I kind of didn't do so well on that. So that was really interesting to me as to why is that not working? Why am I not taking some nice daily greens? Very simple, mix them in with water or with juice, really good for you. And it just wasn't obviously a priority, or I wasn't adding it into my ritual. So how could I do better on that? But it also just surprised me how much we do and can do in a day and cross off. And so for February, I chose a few less habits. And interestingly, all the ones in January are sticking with me, but I repeated some in there. For example, yoga, meditation, journaling, life pilot, supplements, daily greens, a daily live video, that one I have hit every day, studying, gratitudes, reaching out to people in my network, friends, etc. every day ×3, and income tracking 5 days a week. So far doing pretty well in Feb. I would just love for you to try this out. You don't need this habit tracker. You can just basically write the numbers of days and dates at the top, and then write down the side which habit you would like to form. And honestly, 3 to 5 is more than enough, because as humans we always overestimate what we can do in a week and a year and underestimate what we can do in 3. But the beauty of forming and then tracking great habits is that after 21 days is when you've apparently formed a habit. And from there you can start layering in other ones that are going to serve you really well. So I think start small and intentional with 3 to 5, and then the next month you can keep those 3 to 5 in and layer some more in. And there's a whole lot of science around why this works, but the tracking part is the most important, because as you start to see progress, intrinsically it's rewiring your brain for success to turn up and go, I want to cross that off, and I know that I have completed that. And the more times you do that, the more it starts to become habit, and you've actually got it ingrained in part of your personal daily routine or ritual. So I'll link to it in the show notes, I'll link to it below, but definitely think you could check out the Clear Habits Journal or any other system that works for you. I know people who just put it up on a whiteboard and cross off every day, and try it with one area of your life. Is it to exercise daily? Is it to meditate daily? Is it to make a certain amount of money per day? Really just hone it down to one or two things and then go about and set the intention to do it every single day for that month. And of course you're probably going to miss a few, but you feel really good at the end of the month. And if you are not hitting it at all, then it's either not a priority or you haven't set up a good system or routine or rhythm for you to actually achieve it. So you now need to look at that area of life and go, why am I missing this? How can I improve it? Do I need an accountability partner? Do I need to state it publicly? Do I need to put some money on the line? And these are some of the things that James recommends in his journal for you to actually show up and stick with that habit. So just wanted to let you know that today. Would love to know in the comments below what you use or what works for you. Habits are so important, and we are pretty amazing as human beings. Once it's ingrained, we can almost do them on autopilot, even though I still want you to be very present in your life, but some of those things will just become so natural to you, you won't even realize that you've formed this beautiful habitual routine and series of rituals in the morning. And we show up for rituals because they're this kind of, especially if you create a beautiful ritual, it's something that makes you feel so good, you never ever want to miss it. For me right now, that is definitely morning yoga and the lemon water, and slowly I'm layering in the habit of journaling and meditation and all those good things. All right, that's it for me on day 15. Would love to hear your comments below and what habits you are wanting to form.